And a quick thing, if you are subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit that notification bell and share, like, comment, and make sure you put your comments down there in the comment section. We want to know how you feel about the things that we talk about. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So what's up, guys? King Drew here. We back again with my man.
You already know what it is. Life first in the building. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Welcome to King Talk Live, where we talk about current events, spiritual growth, and a little bit of personal development here and there to keep you on your toes, just so you know at the end of the day, it's up to you to do your own research and educate yourself. That's what we're big on. So merch coming soon. So check that out.
I think it's only fair we kick it off with this narrative, right? This constantly growing narrative specific to how they're saying individuals are who are not deciding to go forward with getting the vaccine. I think I think that's a good place for us to start. Is that narrative?
Well, we could definitely start there. I feel like they push this narrative where it's like it's always the people that aren't that are the problem. People are not vaccinated are the problem. They're the ones that are doing this, doing that. They're the one that's spreading it. It's like at the end of the day, the vaccine itself don't necessarily protect you from COVID. Because even right now, I know somebody who got COVID and they're fully vaccinated. So as you can see, it's not really that. And I feel like when people hear it, it's like, oh, you know what? I got it because it's gonna protect me. But it's like people just hear what they want to hear, They don't really do the research like we try to make a big emphasis on. They just take it and run with it. It's like, oh, it'll protect me from COVID. All right, cool, bet. Let's go back to normal life now. Even though they do push out the emphasis on, you should still get it, but they say that it won't be as severe, you won't be hospitalized, which is true. And, when you think about that, it's like at the end of the day, you still can get it though. And it's like, for me, that's one narrative, right? For me, that's one narrative. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like you should still give me the choice if I want to take this thing or not. Because now when it comes to, oh, I'm gonna do put mandates into place, now you're kind of putting people in a situation where it's no longer a choice, because see, like, I have to choose between my job or not taking this, even though I don't believe this is something that I want to take, right? So you now, like you said in the previous videos, that now they're trying to attack your pockets, right? And that's one of the big things where it's like, at the end of the day, most people, they're already struggling with a job, So imagine not having a job, and it's like, you believe that, this is something that I don't want to put in my body. It's my choice, my body. I don't want to put this thing in my body because of how hard they're pushing it. They're pushing it so hard, like, hey, at the end of the day, you don't get this, you can't do that. So for me, it's like, I've said, if it's so good, you wouldn't need to push it. If it's that great and it does what it's supposed to, you wouldn't need to push it because people would just take it. So I don't know where you want to go with that, bro. You can do your thing.
No, I mean, personally, brother, you hit it right on the nail, right? When you think about the range of all of the different things that you touched upon specific to the narrative that's continuing to keep being pushed, right? You covered it, right? You got to say to yourself, as an individual, right? Understanding that when you think about what's the counter argument, right? So somebody could say, well, who's to say if that's just not your own bias? Meaning what? If you're saying that, you go against it. So all I'm saying is that where are you hearing that narrative? The people who are saying that they're going against it, and then what are they being perceived to be in terms of these individuals, right? So you got to say to yourself, is that even fair? When all we're trying to say is, listen, to each his own. If you feel, based upon the information that you expose yourself to, that this is something that's going to be beneficial for your existence, yo, more power to you, right? But what we're saying is, listen, the moment you now start saying or suggesting things like, oh, this is mandatory, people should have to do it because, or if not, your access to certain infrastructures will all of a sudden not be cut off. Now you got to think about that too, right? Why? Now, when you're suggesting these things, now you got to say to yourself, if you're a business owner and if you feel like, well, first and foremost, I don't even subscribe to any of that. Meaning what? Yes, you could come here and do business with my establishment. These are what these people are suggesting. That now you can't even do that, even if you wanted to. They're saying it's either all the way or no way, right? Specific to the narrative, right? And this is what they're going to do. They're going to continue to keep pumping that messaging. Before you know it, you start then to believe, well, maybe this is how it should be, right? So ultimately, again, you have to say to yourself, if this is something that you feel is necessary, then you owe it to yourself to either say yay or nay. When it's become mandatory, now you got to ask yourself, if you even feel like it was necessary to begin with, right? Then why are you now being used in a sense to push a message to now other people have to go against something against their will? What if somebody told you, no, you can't get it and you really want it? How would you feel? Is all we're saying over here, right? We need to stop that. All that being used and abused, we need to stop that, right? Because why? People's lives are being destroyed. People lives are being destroyed. So we need to really pay attention to what's going on and we need to stop that, right? So again, salute to you, brother. You nailed it right in the head. You know what I mean? And this is what we need to do as a people going forward. We need to keep building this up.